Bienvenue, ici War Survivor Chris Vegas qui s'adresse à tout le monde. C'est parti pour la suite de WWE de K25 sur PS5. Alors, est-ce que je suis en direct? Je vais le savoir tout de suite. Oui, je suis en direct. C'est cool. C'est parti pour Pain. Pour WWE de K25 sur PS5. Comme infection.
There's the bell, and these competitors are locked into the unforgiving Hell in a Cell.
We've seen the physical damage that this structure can impart on superstars, but what we don't see is the mental anguish that comes with participating in Hell in a Cell.
And then delivers a jumping elbow drop.
And that's what I'm talking about when I say it's LA Knight's game. Pure, unfiltered skill.
Breaker out for good, making the most of that with the pin. Gets the win in a brutal Hell in a Cell match.
Here is your winner. What type of approach does a superstar need in order to win a matchup like this, Corey?
It's important to remember that you can't win a match like this on emotion alone. You have to devise a plan and execute it.
Once locked in the cell, we've seen superstars embrace a new, sadistic level of barbaric behavior.
I agree, Byron, and it's all out of necessity.
After that, it's easy to see why Reigns has been at his zenith.
All right, he's got to refocus up now.
Reigns put his stamp on this one.
Transitions to the cover.
But is it enough? They got it! A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here is your winner, Roman Reigns. So it's Braun Breaker on the losing side here.
Call it the most predictable result in all of WWE.
Just pure dominance from Reigns.
And Hell in a Cell is known as the place in WWE where rivalries are settled forever.
It is the absolute last resort for a grudge that will not die. If it can't be settled inside Hell in a Cell, you have to take it up with God himself as far as...
No, turn out the lights. The party's over.
Braun with a cause for concern. Gets the win, and he survives Hell in a Cell.
Here is your winner, Aleister Black.
This was as dominant a win as I've ever seen, guys.
This was a display of precision in the art of combat for Aleister Black.
Here we go, guys. Hell in a Cell. Only way you win is by pinfall or submission. Nowhere to escape.
The cell designed to torture, designed to contain, truly nowhere to run.
He's left wide open here.
Oh, it's punishing the right arm.
Shooting pain in the shoulder is the kind of thing that builds and builds during a match.
Reigns with a Superman punch.
Reigns just fully established his position at the head of the table with that attack.
Oh, Roman Reigns locked and loaded, measuring his opponent. Here we go. Oh, what a quick answer. Measured up and fist drop.
I cannot stress this enough. Hell in a Cell is all about adapting. Even if you've been in the cell before, you cannot approach it the same way next time. You have to stay as adaptable as you can to ensure you don't fall victim to the cell.
We've seen superstars get chewed up when they refuse to obey by the laws of the cell.
Repeated elbows to the lower back. And the forearm smash.
Boom! And that intensity of Braun's got tapered down a bit there.
And that's the kind of offense that's going to earn Reigns a spot in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, man, taking it to the trachea.
And a stomp to the gut.
Constant pressure being kept on Braun.
Reigns is making an opportunity for himself.
Oh, Roman Reigns about to put his opponent away. No getting up from this.
Breaker doesn't know where he is. For the win.
They got it. A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here is your winner, Roman Reigns.
A disheartening loss for Braun Breaker here.
Can't say I expected to see a guy like Breaker get defeated like this.
Like they say, the bigger they are,
The Hell in a Cell, doesn't matter what your experience is, each superstar has an unknown level of fear inside them.
Yeah, you may be familiar with Hell in a Cell, but I don't think that means you're comfortable. I don't think anyone walking the face of the earth could ever be comfortable inside Hell in a Cell.
Priest elevating his opponent
With an elevated flatliner.
and that is why they call what he does punishment.
Priest bringing down the sword and administering judgment in a truly ruthless fashion. We're about to take a trip south of heaven. Braun's chances are fading.
2 count.
Gets the win in a brutal Hell in a Cell match.
Here is your winner, Damian Priest.
A bitter loss here for Braun Breaker.
Breaker just has to reflect on this loss. Maybe go back to the drawing board to figure out what went wrong.
And we are underway in the legendary Hell in a Cell.
This match is a career maker. A career shortener all in one.
Cell transforms you as a competitor. No one who goes in comes out the same.
Oh, mat slam with some attitude.
We saw that being telegraphed.
Finds a counter for Breaker. Priest.
Priest with the elevated flatliner.
There's the evidence that Priest's actions are always going to speak louder than his words.
Saw it coming and avoided it.
These two have learned each other so well.
Do you think there's a secret to finding success inside Hell in a Cell?
Besides having an unnaturally high pain threshold, I think the secret is being more devious and cunning than the competition. You want to be the first one to evolve weapons, the first to take the brutality to the next level. That's how you take control inside the cell.
Looks like that really got him there.
Damian looking to push the advantage after that. Stop after stop.
The advantage is turned towards Priest.
Breaker needs to find that spark in a rally.
Forearm smash. Right on the chops. Priest, elevated flatliner. Elbow drop right on point.
Chokeslam. Priest has him staring at the lights.
2.
Gets the win in a brutal Hell in a Cell match.
here is your winner, Damian Priest.
What a victory for Damian Priest.
Priest asserting his supremacy in the ring once again.
What are your expectations for this matchup inside the unforgiving structure?
I expect to see these superstars at their most barbaric. The confines of the cell have a funny way of bringing out a competitor's most devious tendencies.
You almost have to have some kind of sick creativity when you step inside these walls.
That's Damian unleashing some cold and methodical destruction.
Completely focused on the task at hand.
Big forearm.
And Priest is really fired up.
I understand getting yourself fired up, but he needs to stay on his opponent. He knew what was coming there.
We're about to take a trip with a son of heaven. Breaker's got a problem here.
Two.
They got it. A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here is your winner, Damian Priest.
A disheartening loss for Braun Breaker here.
Priest took aim, and he did not miss.
Yeah, Damian wanted a big win here, and he got it.
The combatants are locked inside Hell in a Cell. This is a nightmare no one can escape.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. A score will be settled tonight.
And only one competitor will survive the Devil's Playground. Damian Priest, grip locked in,
South of heaven. Priest was right on target. Beautiful transition.
And now the cover.
They got it! A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here is your winner, Damian Priest.
This is an absolutely incredible scene here. This matchup brings total annihilation and bodies everywhere.
Well, this is a dangerous situation that goes far beyond defeating your opponent.
This form of combat brings competitors irreparable harm. The goal should be just to make it out alive.
That's right. Put your ones up in the air for main event Jey Uso.
Oh, he fights Jey back.
Proof these superstars have done their homework.
Pulling him in for the breaker.
Right to the lower back.
There's been a lot of career-defining and career-shortening moments inside Hell in a Cell. Corey, what do you think is the key to getting through a match like this unscathed?
Oh, that's simple, Cole. You can't get out unscathed.
Yeah, the best anyone can hope for is to make the cell somehow work for them. Using everything at your disposal as a weapon, from the cell's steel walls to the items under the ring, even the ring itself.
So really focusing on the playground part of the Devil's Playground, huh?
That's correct. And what a reversal from Jey Uso.
Oh, what a kick to the face.
Oh, my God.
And that's something that will slow down Breaker.
Yeah, and Jey had him well measured.
Ooh, kick to the face. What a lariat. Byron, what's up?
Oh, we're about to find out. Oh, my goodness. It's a torture rack.
Jey Uso fading.
Oh, look at the elbows right to the mush.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex into the neck. Breaker, beautiful. What an attack. And what determination from Jey Uso.
Clearly, there's nothing Jey Uso won't do to maintain his place in the pecking order.
Spin kick to the midsection.
Never saw it coming.
Bang, what a punch.
Down to the neck breaker. Oh, spear. Will Jey end this?
Good kick.
Nothing fancy there.
Wicked kick to the face.
And Braun's having trouble managing this onslaught.
Every form of offense Breaker attempts is being neutralized.
Climbing up those ropes now.
Uso.
Uso splash.
Braun with a cause for concern.
He kicked out at two.
How on earth did he kick out of that? I have no idea.
It's because Braun Breaker's not normal, Saxton.
Main event Jey Uso with a close call right there. He definitely thought he had that one in the bag. From the top. Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me? All the momentum has swung to Jey Uso.
Uso is determined right now.
The dreaded Frankensteiner.
Jey looking a little less than main event after that one.
That was just a small sample of Breaker inherited ability. Looking for a belly-to-back suplex into the neck breaker. Beautiful.
He's headed to the top now.
Uso splash. Jay can seal it here.
And are you kidding me? He's got on the top.
Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing.
Saw it coming. It counters it. And another big right. Jay taking his offense to the top rope.
To the sky. Elbow drop. Good Lord.
And yet Uso splash by Jay. Going back to the well, hoping that they got it. A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here is your winner, main event, Jay Uso.
A declarative win for Jey Uso tonight.
This is just going to drive Breakker crazy. This is not a guy who can just accept losing a match.
The 20-foot steel structure looming over these competitors as this match officially gets underway.
Hell in a Cell is one of the most devious matches ever devised. We've seen this demonic structure chew up and spit out superstar after superstar. Tonight should be no different.
Oh, and he manages to reverse. Working on the arm. There's been a lot of career-defining and shortening moments inside Hell in a Cell. Corey, what do you think is the key to getting through a match like this unscathed?
Cole, there is no getting through Hell in a Cell unscathed. Each and every competitor who's ever been inside the demonic structure has been fundamentally changed as a result. But the victors, at the very least, tend to know how to use the cell to their advantage as a weapon of destruction. I think that could play a big role in this one.
And he now slides back into the ring. Big kick right to the gut.
And it's Breakker himself being the one flattened there.
Jay's confidence really showed in that maneuver. Looking for a belly-to-back suplex into the neck breaker. Beautiful. A main event display from Main Event Jay. Top rope.
Uso with the Uso splash.
Raw's chances are...
They got it. A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here is your winner, main
Breakker on the losing side here.
Jey Uso has made it perfectly clear he's ready to put everyone on lockdown.
The legendary Hell... The cell structure, home to some of the most iconic, brutal moments in WWE history.
And as dangerous as it is, Hell in a Cell can also be an opportunity for a superstar to truly make a name for themselves.
Yeah, when they see that structure, they see immortality made manifest. A chance to write their name in the history books. Saxton, on the other hand, I can already see him starting to sweat. Top rope, Uso splash.
That might have knocked Breakker out for good.
Two.
They got it! A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here is your winner, main event, Jey Uso!
Braun Breakker suffering defeat tonight.
This is what you get when you have complete confidence and control of the situation.
Locked inside this massive structure, these superstars have no choice but to battle it out in what promises to be another brutal Hell in a Cell match.
There's nowhere to run, no one coming to help. It's all on you, and the only way out is to win. We'll see which of these superstars is up to the task.
All right, he's got to refocus up now.
And Jay reverses.
So much of Hell in a Cell comes down to mental toughness, but what about an actual game plan? Corey, what's the best way to make it out of here with the win?
Accept the reality of your surroundings. When that door closes, you leave the human part of yourself behind and give in to your worst impulses. So do what you have to win and save the guilt for your therapist.
Turn it around with a reversal.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex into the neck breaker. Beautiful.
And Jey Uso had a look of pure malice on his face with that attack.
That's the face of a winner.
And he has an answer for Jey.
Answer after answer for each other's offense.
Sliding out of danger there. Big clothesline. He gets out of the way. Shoulder tackle.
Stopped in their tracks with a knee to the gut. Uh-oh. Flapjack.
Way up there.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex into the neck breaker. Beautiful. Uso
Splash. Jey nailed all of it. Gets the win in a brutal Hell in a Cell match.
Here is your winner, main event, Jey Uso.
Jey Uso stands tall. Your winner here tonight.
Never a doubt, barely a moment's suspense. This one was about as lopsided as they come.
The door is shut and locked. No escape. Hell in a Cell begins right now.
I don't think anyone in their right mind would judge these competitors for feeling a little terrified at this point. This is a hellacious structure, and this match can punish you like no other match can.
That's fair, Corey, but I don't know. They kind of look ready for this. Maybe even eager, which is terrifying in its own way.
Looking to go up high.
Uso
Splash by Jey.
feeling like it's over for Breaker.
Gets the win in a brutal Hell in a Cell match.
Here is your winner, main event, Jey Uso.
No other way to put it, guys. That was kind of a butt kicking.
This win has Jey pumped up.
Winning's what he's all about. Just another day in the office for Jey Uso.
The door is shut and locked, and the Devil's playground.
Just take a long, hard look at the unforgiving steel structure that is Hell in a Cell, gentlemen. There's about to be some carnage that we will blissfully be shielded from thanks to the cage.
Yeah, it's not like any fight's ever made its way outside of Hell in a Cell. He might just be stalling for time here. Making the climb to the top rope.
Top rope.
Uso with the Uso splash. Will Jey end this? Gets the win in a brutal Hell in a Cell match.
Here is your winner, main event, Jey Uso.
That'll do it, and it's Jey Uso ending the night with his hands raised.
Main event, Jey Uso doing main event things.
You have got to acknowledge that.
The unforgiving structure is down and the bell is rung.
Unforgiving and at times outright ominous.
Jeez. Spin kick to the midsection.
Oh, catches a kick to the face.
Oh, man. Kick right to the face.
A quick response to Jay's offense.
Looks like he knew what was coming up.
Kick to the abdomen. Countering that offense.
All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds. Both competitors showing they've studied the other's playbooks to the T.
Caught in a bad spot. Slam down.
Find some payback with their own reversal. A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework. Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage. Several reversals, neither superstar able to penetrate their opponent's defense.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex into the neck breaker. Beautiful.
And that's an example of Jay trying to... beat respect into the competition.
Systematic. Stretcher seems to bring out the darkest, most treacherous sides of anyone who enters. With that in mind, Corey, how do you begin? To approach an opponent inside the cell.
You're right that Hell in a Cell certainly brings out the most depraved side of a person, Cole, and you can't fight that. So you just have to succumb to that deep, dark place in your heart, because your opponent already has.
He's not in the right spot here, guys. Elbow drop.
uppercut.
A consistent attack here from Jay.
Braun's on the wrong side of every exchange.
Breaker showing no answer for this attack.
Yeah, Jay has all the wheels turning now.
And another stiff shot to the head here. Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it.
Uso. So with the Uso splash.
Breaker doesn't know where he is.
And going for the pin.
Gets the win in a brutal Hell in a Cell match.
Here is your winner, main event, Jey Uso.
And that seemed like a pretty easy day at the office right there.
Jey Uso has made it perfectly clear he's ready to put everyone on lockdown.
This is Hell in a Cell. No escape, no outside help, no mercy.
And there's no telling what level of carnage and destruction we're about to witness, guys.
Lucky for us, it'll all be contained within that intimidating structure. Hopefully.
You saw that one coming.
Oh, God, what a shot to the face.
You're getting yourself fired up, but he needs to stay on his opponent.
Foot, meet face.
What type of strategy do you need to have when you step inside this demonic structure?
I don't know if you should have a strategy at all, Michael. This is a situation like no other in the WWE. Trying to stick to some plan of attack might cause you to miss a moment of opportunity in there. That move had the amount of force akin to a natural disaster.
Pulling him in for the breaker.
Right to the lower back.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex.
Back suplex into the neck breaker.
There's that mean streak of Jay's coming into play.
Fueling Uso's furious offense.
Kick to the abdomen.
Kick and an uppercut. He's taking a bit of damage from these blows. Spinning kick to the gut.
Shows great wherewithal there. Vicious, downright savage club right there.
Counters with an attack on Breaker. Oh, clothesline.
There's a huge Frankensteiner.
Not a good spot to be in.
Watch this display of power. Gorilla press.
And slides back into the ring. Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex.
Back suplex into the neck breaker. Taking steps toward the top rope.
Uso.
Uso splash.
Braun's chances are fading.
There's two.
They got it. A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here is your winner, main
A declarative win for Jey Uso tonight.
That's why they call it light work, Cole. Barely even broke a sweat.
Corey, did you ever imagine what it felt like to withstand punishment from Hell in a Cell?
I did, but I'm glad I get paid to talk about it now. I mean, Hell in a Cell is carnage. Hell in a Cell is pandemonium.
Superstars know they must enter Hell in a Cell with a different mindset and be a version of themselves they have never been before.
Remember, anything goes, but the only way to win is pinfall or submission in the ring. The spin kick to the midsection. Showing no signs of defense here, guys. Shot right to the ribs. Oh, kick right to the face. And that's something that will slow down Breakker.
Kick right to the gut. Follow through with the uppercut. Boom.
Corey, the Cell acts as another opponent in this match, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and it's the toughest opponent you'll ever face. Hell in a Cell makes you do things you wouldn't normally even think about doing. It drags you to your most primal state, and it's futile to resist that.
Breakker can't seem to get out of harm's way.
A fully focused Jey Uso right here.
Back suplex into the neck breaker. I think Jey's
Making a great addition to this family's legacy with that kind of brutal impact.
oh, right into a counter.
Braun's finally able to slip.
Breakker's got a problem here.
A quick response to Jey's offense.
Counters and counters. Each superstar looking dialed in.
I think he's totally gassed.
And his body has to be in extreme amounts of pain right now.
Jey has become
Man, earth-shattering.
Jey can seal it here. Uso.
Uso splash by Jey.
Feeling like it's over for Breakker.
Gets the win in a brutal Hell in a Cell match.
Here is your winner, main event, Jey.
There's a reason this Structure is called the Devil's Playground. The is carnal, wicked, and uncivilized.
One of the most cruel, unforgiving structures ever devised. The cell will break bones. It will shred flesh. It will change careers permanently.
Suplex into the neck breaker.
And that's an example of Jay trying to beat respect into the competition. Ooh! Going down low, nasty uppercut.
Big kick right to the gut. And he retaliates. And he had Braun's number there. Oh, what a boot to the face. Had it scouted. Now can capitalize. Producing a trampling. Byron, what kind of dangers do you face when you enter Hell in a Cell?
There's danger everywhere, and that's just the nature of the beast. Trying to avoid the danger is not going to do you any favors in this match. There are no limits here, and you have to push yourself to the extreme.
Pulling him in for the backbreaker. Ouch. And that intensity of Braun's got tapered down a bit there.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex.
Back suplex into the neck breaker. Look at Jey Uso going top rope.
Top rope. Uso splash. Will Jey take advantage?
2 count.
Gets the win in a brutal Hell in a Cell match.
Here is your winner, main event, Jey Uso.
It's the structure that's going to make the difference in this one, folks. These superstars can act all nonchalant all they want, but when you see that structure and the door slams behind you, I don't care who you are, you shudder inside.
No argument there, Corey. That's why there have been so few WWE superstars who have ever had the guts to step inside the structure for a Hell in a Cell match.
The thing that makes this so much more insidious than a simple cage match is there's no escape. The door is padlocked, and the only way out is by pinfall or submission.
Or by stretcher, maybe, and there's always that.
Wow. Spinning kick to the gut. Looking helpless right now.
What a clothesline!
Some good contact by Jey Uso.
Oh, boy. Not even the most unstable of WWE superstars would say they enjoy being inside Hell in a Cell. But when you're inside of it, you still have to carry yourself as if you belong there. Not like you want to escape it. That will truly intimidate your competition and make it clear they're locked in there with you.
Oh! What a way to get out of that one.
Arm wringer applied into the top wrist lock. Full control now.
Fighting back, however, punches in the midsection.
Into the neck breaker. Beautiful.
There's that mean streak of Jay's coming into play.
Fueling Uso's furious offense.
Breaker showing no answer for this attack.
Braun with a cause for concern.
Spin kick to the midsection. The damage is really piling up now.
He has been battered and beaten, and there's only so much more he can take.
And that might be the start of the momentum swing that Jey needed.
And this moment could be what jumpstarts his comeback. Scoop slam sets things up.
Finds a counter for Breaker.
Oh, man. Nasty kick.
Kick gets caught.
Will Jay take advantage? Big kick right to the gut. And that's a stiff shot to the body. Ooh, that hurt. That was vicious.
Hits it again, and no way this goes any longer. They got it. A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here is your winner, main event, Jey Uso.
The door is locked, and the only way to get out of Hell in a Cell is through your opponent.
No rules, no regulation. Guys, this is the place where rivalries are settled forever.
If it can't be decided here, it can't be. Decided, period. He averts the offense.
Jumping clothesline! What agility! Oh, he fights Jay back.
Each superstar trying to counter and gain an advantage.
A loving blow. Corey, what would you do if you were in Hell in a Cell tonight?
No, personally, I would use the cell as much as possible. If you can effectively use the cell, it might just turn into your best weapon.
Spin kick to the midsection. Into an STO.
Got him right where he wants him.
He forces a break before the count of two.
Kicking out there really has to make his opponent question his game plan.
The arm absorbing the damage. Counters.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex into the neck breaker. Beautiful. I think Jay's making a great addition to this family's legacy with that kind of brutal impact. That puts an end to that, thank goodness. Launched with a suplex.
Reversal. And that turns things around. And here is Jey Uso forced out of the ring. Looking to explore every inch of hell here now. Bringing this back into the ring.
Caught with a clothesline.
Strong display from main event Jey Uso, but he'll be hitting the showers if he shows off too long.
Big kick right to the gut.
Oh, geez. Nasty kick to the face.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex.
Back suplex into the neck breaker. Lands a kick to the gut.
Nasty kick to the face.
Spin kick to the midsection. Reversal from Braun. Arm wringer.
These two showing how well they know each other.
And he has an answer for Jey.
Main event Jey Uso just begging for a fight.
And enters back into the ring. Oh, what a clubbing blow. What a reversal.
That might have knocked Breaker out for good.
Constant pressure being kept on Braun.
Yeah, all cylinders.
Looking vulnerable now, guys. Boom. Breaker turns the tables. Thwarts the move by throwing his elbow into the midsection.
What a chop.
Spin kick to the midsection.
Spin. Jey nailed all of it.
Wasting no time. Into the cover.
He got it. A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here is your winner, main event, Jey Uso.
The most chilling, unforgiving, ominous structure in all of WWE. Hell in a Cell. These superstars are about to have the course of their careers changed.
Bones have been broken. Careers have been shortened. Indelible memories have been made all inside the cell. No rules and no turning back now. Looking for a belly-to-back suplex.
Back suplex into the neck breaker.
This is why Jey Uso deserves his place in the spotlight. That's an attack worthy of being the main event.
Kick.
Oh, he slips out of harm's way.
Clothesline. Oh, he cuts it off. Strategy in a Hell in a Cell match, or are you simply just trying to survive?
Well, there's some strategy, mostly concerning stamina. There's no way of knowing how long this war will last, so until then you have to be very careful about when and how you choose to use your energy.
And quick response to Jey's offense.
Both superstars countering one move after another.
Jey puts a stop to that. Oh, great wherewithal there.
Each athlete finding an answer for everything thrown at them.
Left spine buster.
that be enough?
For the win.
He's still got more left in the tank.
Ooh, and he stops that offense.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex into the neck breaker. Beautiful.
Spinning kick to the gut.
Attacking the body.
Foot to the midsection. His body has to be racked with pain.
The way the cell tests your endurance, your resiliency is no joke. Stiff elbow will break that up. Spear! Breaker doesn't know where he is.
Kick right to the gut. Follow through with the uppercut.
And he has an answer for Jay.
Snap power slam.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex.
Back suplex into the neck breaker. And Braun's having trouble managing this onslaught.
A fully focused Jey Uso right here.
Braun fires back.
And Breakker is finally able to mount some resistance with that.
Jay can seal it here.
Covers, wasting no time.
This could be it.
They go. A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here is your winner, main event, Jey Uso.
Braun Breakker suffering defeat tonight.
As always, Cole, you're more polite than I am, so I'll just say what we're all thinking. This was as one-sided as it gets.
It's easy to become focused solely on the demonic structure in Hell in a Cell, but there are other considerations to think about too, Corey.
You're right, Michael. If it's not nailed down, it can be used as a weapon here. The stairs, every corner of the cell, anything. So whoever can utilize weapons more effectively is going to have a big advantage.
Not to mention all the times we've seen superstars launch themselves from the top of the cell 20 feet in the air.
We know from history only bad things happen on top of Hell in a Cell.
Stomping down. Oh, an elbow drop. And Breakker didn't exactly look like his usual powerhouse self there.
And more action like that might allow Jey to get the job done.
Spin kick to the midsection. Bang. He finds a counter.
Trading counters and reversals back and forth.
Any expectations for what strategies we might see inside the cell?
I bet we see the survivalist mentality, trying to be cautious and only attacking when the risk of injury is low.
I think it's more likely we see the opposite. The cell's a place for letting your most primal instincts run.
This could be the end of the night for Jey Uso. And a strong kick out in one.
All the punishment he's taken, and yet he's still in this match?
Constant pressure being kept on Braun.
Breakker needs to find that spark and rally. Looking for a belly-to-back suplex.
Back suplex. Into the neck breaker.
And Jey Uso had a look of pure malice on his face with that attack.
That's the face of a winner.
Man, what timing on that counter.
Oh, wicked kick to the lower back. Steering clear there. He's heading back to the ring.
Braun with a cause for concern.
Uso. Uso splash. That might not break her out for good.
There's two.
They got it. A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here is your winner, main event, Jay.
We all know this 5-ton structure made of 2,700 feet of chain link does not judge, but it punishes. It rewards evil and shows no mercy. It will not relent.
Only the men and women who have stepped inside this demonic structure know just how unrelenting it is. And there isn't a soul alive who doesn't have trepidation when they step inside this cell.
I'm just near the cell and I'm feeling uneasy.
Wow.
Big kick right to the gut.
Oh, my God. What a kick.
Kick to the body.
Oh, what a kick to the face.
Oh, my God.
And that intensity of bronze got tapered down a bit there.
Attacks like that one will continue to get Jay his respect.
Corey, there was no disqualification in Hell in a Cell. How can you hope to walk out of here with the win?
Well, Cole, it's like the old saying goes. Corner a dog in a dead end, and it will turn and bite you. Everyone in the cell is a caged animal at this point. You really have to tap into those animalistic instincts to survive. Counters on top of counters, and these opponents are at an impasse.
And he had Braun's number there.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex into the neck breaker. Beautiful. A main event display from Main Event Jay.
Jay letting the aggression flow, and it's doing him wonders.
Punch across the cheek. Ooh.
Spin kick to the midsection. And retaliates with a counter.
A clinic of counters being put on by these competitors. Into the neck breaker. Beautiful.
Breaker showing no answer for this attack.
Uso is determined right now. Feeling like it's over for Breaker.
And then quickly the cover.
Two.
They got it! A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here is your winner, main event, Jay.
It's Hell in a Cell, so we know there are no disqualifications or countouts. You can only walk out of that demonic structure a winner via pinfall or submission.
The Hell in a Cell is one of the most brutal and dangerous matches in the history of WWE. Just look through the annals of history to see what havoc has been wrought in that steel cage enclosure.
Well, they call it Hell in a Cell for a reason. If it was easy, they'd call it Picnic in the Park or something.
But your point is well taken, Byron. Victory must be won inside the ring, and anything not nailed to the ground can be used as a weapon. This is where the dark forces of evil are unleashed. Oh, jeez. Nasty kick to the face.
When it comes to Hell in a Cell, it's often the more merciless superstar who ends up coming out on top. This match plays to the advantage of the sadistic and violent. So tap into your inner darkness and make sure you're the most ruthless one in there.
Chilling advice, Corey, but I do see your point.
Jey Uso having a little fun with another.
Big kick right to the gut.
He finds a counter for Jey. What a move. Uh-oh.
He got out of dodge just in time.
Back suplex into the neck breaker.
There's that mean streak of days coming into play.
Fueling Uso's furious offense.
Braun avoids the attack. Fought off with an elbow.
Jey can seal it here.
And quickly into the cover.
Might be in trouble.
He got it. A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here is your winner, main event, Jey Uso.
A bitter loss here for Braun Breaker.
As always, Cole, you're more polite than I am, so I'll just say what we're all thinking. This was his...
Si tu as des questions, n'hésite pas à rester passionné dans ce que tu fais. Fin de la vidéo.